This tutorial guides you through the basic considerations of how to freehand with a razor or scissors. Assess texture, density, length and elasticity, as well as head and face shape, natural movement and growth patterns. Sterilise your cutting tools appropriately, following manufacturer's instructions, with your sterilisation method of choice, such as barbicide or a UV light. Each razor service needs a new clean blade. For a professional appearance and reassurance, it is a good idea to fit your new blade in front of the client. Fit the blade away from the body according to manufacturer's instructions, then close and place on the work surface for safety reasons. We recommend the use of non-latex gloves that cover the wrists when performing any tests throughout a colour service or for any application where your skin could come into contact with a chemical product. A triangular section is created from recession to recession to the top of the head, then from the point on the top of the head to the top of the ear on both sides. Then a final horizontal section from the top of the ear across the back. The razor is held with 3 fingers in the middle and the little finger and thumb on the outside. The small finger rests on the razor bar for stability. Alternatively, hold with 1 finger in the centre and 2 on the outside, dependent on comfort, position of blade and amount of hair. A horizontal section is worked in the back, from the centre out on both sides to achieve an A-line feel. In this instance, a soft, razored, graduated internal shape is built using horizontal sections, elevating to approximately 45 degrees and using small strokes, approximately a depth of 2 to 3 centimetres. This will produce a soft, graduated shape. Ensure the hair is wet and kept wet throughout the razor process. This will prevent the razor from tearing the cuticle layer and facilitates precision. The initial sections are horizontal. We have chosen not to use protective clothing in order that the body position of the model can easily be seen. This may have health and safety implications. The preceding sections become slightly diagonal. The fingers are used to create tension. The razor is held at a 45 degrees angle when shaping the hair. The balance is checked. The elevation and tension is consistent throughout, and the underneath guide is followed. Working up the section, the over direction is increased, but the same length of stroke is maintained. The work is assessed visually. The top two panels at the back are worked with a more vertical angle, incorporating the guide from the underneath. This time, a deeper stroke is used. Approaching the crown, the tips of the blade weave shorter areas for texture and removal of weight and a loose length. Razors can be used to remove length and bulk from the hair. They can thin out the ends and are exceptionally good at creating textured looks. You have the choice of choosing an open razor, a safety razor, or a shaper to create your intended look. In the sides, a perimeter shape is built, which is shorter towards the top of the section to longer, using similar short strokes at the back to achieve a similar graduated line, which works down towards the length on the top of the ear. Each section is over-directed to the previous section in the sides. When freehanding with scissors, you can cut on wet or dry hair. It is important that you open and close the blade when freehanding in order to avoid tearing the cuticle layer. Around the top of the ear, a thinning technique is used to maintain length and to define shape. These sections run up the triangular section inside. The length is connected in the back, again using thinning technique to maintain length and to reduce weight. The internal shape supports the perimeter lengths. The top is worked from a natural parting. Short strokes are used through the perimeter with elevation to connect to the sides. Freehand and weaving techniques are used through the remainder of the top, and a visual assessment is made. Product is added to give definition to the loose movement and texture and light tendril outlines. The hair can be left to naturally dry or be diffused. The result, a subtle graduated soft shape with loose movement and light internal and external tendrils. The razor is disposed of using a safe box, according to health and safety regulations.